Hey Jesus, it's me again, just finding my way back to you at the end of another one. The sun's just about gone, and the sky's turning that soft purple I love so much. It's like you're painting the whole world just to get my attention, to draw me out here into the quiet with you. I see the last sliver of orange light clinging to the horizon, a final, warm kiss goodnight to the day. It's beautiful, Lord. Truly. It's quiet now. The kind of quiet that makes you breathe a little deeper and finally slow down. The world holds its breath in this moment, doesn't it? All the hustle and hurry of the day just melts away. The birds have sung their last songs, and now the crickets are tuning up their nightly orchestra. It's a holy hush. I just wanted to walk and talk with you a while before this day ends. My mind has been running a mile a minute, and my heart needed to find its familiar rhythm next to yours. I feel my shoulders starting to drop, the tension I didn't even realize I was holding just releasing into this cool evening air. Thank you for that. You know, sometimes the day gets away from me. I get caught up in all the little things, the chores, the worries, the noise. It's a whirlwind of emails and phone calls, grocery lists and deadlines. My mind gets so cluttered with what's next, what's due, what's broken, that I forget to just be. I forget to look up and see the sky. I forget to listen for your still, small voice in the middle of it all. But when the evening comes, you always find a way to calm my spirit. You send the sunset. You quiet the wind. You lay a blanket of peace over the land and over my soul. It's like your personal invitation to come and rest. You remind me that my striving can cease, that the work is done for today, and that my worth isn't measured by my productivity, but by the simple fact that I am yours. That's what I love about these walks, Lord. They're a sanctuary in time, a thin place where heaven and earth feel so very close. Out here, there are no demands, no expectations. There's no one to impress, nothing to prove. It's just raw and real and honest. It's just you and me, no rush, no schedule, just peace. Just this gravel crunching under my feet, a steady rhythm like a heartbeat. Just the cool air on my skin, just the sight of those first stars waking up in the sky, reminding me how small my worries are and how vast your love is. This is where I can finally be still and know that you are God. This is where I can just walk with my friend. Thank you for meeting me here. Always. Lord, as this day settles down, my heart wants to settle too. But it's hard to quiet the noise sometimes. The day replays in my mind, a reel of conversations and choices, and I see so clearly now. There were moments today I didn't handle so well. There were times I spoke too quickly, letting impatience get the better of me when a little more grace was needed. And then there were the other times. The times I didn't speak at all when I should have. When a word of encouragement was right there on my tongue, but I let the moment pass by, silenced by my own distraction or insecurity. I know you saw every bit of it. Not just the clumsy words or the missed opportunities, but the heart behind them. You saw the flicker of frustration before I spoke, the hesitation that kept me quiet. You see the regret that's settling in me now, soft as this twilight. And yet somehow, you still walk beside me. That's the miracle that I can never quite get over. You don't turn away or walk on ahead when I lag behind. You don't leave when I stumble. You steady me instead. It feels like a firm hand on my back, a quiet presence that says, I'm still here. Let's keep going. Thank you for that. Thank you for a grace that doesn't keep score, and a mercy that feels new every single morning, and even now, at the close of the day. And Lord, as I feel your peace, I can't help but think about all the people who might be walking with us right now, in their own homes, on their own quiet streets, or just in their minds. So many tired hearts, so many heavy minds, all of them just trying to find a little bit of peace before bed. I pray you meet them right where they are. For the ones carrying burdens that feel too heavy to set down, even for a night. For the caregivers who have poured themselves out all day for others, and now feel completely empty. For the teachers who have carried the weight of their students' needs and are wondering if they made any difference at all. Let them feel this same quiet peace, the kind that seeps in deeper than worry ever could. I lift up the first responders, Lord, the ones whose shifts are just beginning or just ending, who have seen things today that are hard to unsee. Grant them rest for their bodies and peace for their minds. Shield their hearts from the trauma they absorb on behalf of all of us, and for the lonely, Lord. Oh, for the ones who feel the silence of their homes not as peace, but as a painful ache, the ones for whom nighttime is the hardest. Please be their companion. Let them feel your presence so profoundly that the loneliness has to flee. Remind them that they are seen, known, and deeply loved by you. I pray for those who are grieving, for whom every sunset is a reminder of another day without their loved one. Comfort them, Lord. Be the God of all comfort that your word promises. Let them not grieve without hope, but hold on to the promise of a morning where all tears will be wiped away. For those lying awake with anxious thoughts, their minds racing with what-ifs about tomorrow, about their health, their finances, their children, I pray you would still their minds. Remind them that you hold all their tomorrows. Just as you feed the birds of the air and clothe the lilies of the field, you will care for them. I think of those in hospital beds tonight, and those in waiting rooms. Bring healing, Lord. Bring comfort. Be with the doctors and nurses. Guide their hands and their decisions. And for those who are traveling, keep them safe on dark roads and in unfamiliar places. For every single soul listening right now, whatever their story, whatever their struggle, wrap them in your peace. Let it be a blanket for them tonight. A peace that doesn't make sense to the world. A peace that stands guard over their hearts and their minds. Let them breathe it in, deep into their lungs, and as they breathe out, may they release the worries of this day, knowing you are holding them securely. Let them rest, Lord, truly rest. You know, Jesus, sometimes I feel like these walks are little pieces of heaven. The way the breeze moves through the trees, the way the water reflects the last bit of light. It reminds me that you're in everything. You made all this beauty, and somehow you still care about every single detail of my day. That thought alone humbles me. Lord, as the sun dips low and paints the sky with these incredible colors, I just want to walk with you for a little while. My heart is so full. I just want to thank you for getting me through another day. It feels like just this morning I was asking for the strength to face whatever was ahead. And here we are, at the end of it. You were faithful. You were there. I want to thank you for every good moment today. For the warmth of the sun on my face this morning, a sweet promise of your light. For the taste of my first cup of coffee, a simple pleasure that grounded me. Thank you for the unexpected phone call from a friend, a reminder that I am loved and seen. Thank you for the sound of laughter that echoed down the hall at work, a little spark of joy in the middle of a busy afternoon. These small, beautiful things, they're like little love notes from you scattered throughout my day, and I'm so grateful for them. And Lord, I also want to thank you for every lesson, even the hard parts that grew me in ways I don't yet understand. There were moments today when I felt overwhelmed, when my patience wore thin, when the path forward felt unclear. But in those moments, you were teaching me to lean not on my own understanding, but to trust in you completely. Thank you for giving me strength when I didn't feel like I had any. It felt like I was running on empty, and yet, somehow, I kept going. That was you, Lord. I know it was. You were the quiet resolve in my spirit, the deep breath that steadied my hands. Thank you for being patient with me when I was frustrated, when I let my worries get the best of me, and my words were sharper than they should have been. You didn't turn away. You just waited, gently, for me to turn back to you. And thank you for giving me grace when I forgot to give it to others. Forgive me for those moments. Remind me that the same unmeasured grace you pour over me is what I'm called to offer everyone I meet. Lord, I don't ever want to take your presence for granted. It's the air I breathe, the ground beneath my feet. It's in the steady rhythm of my own heart. Thank you for the roof over my head, a sanctuary of peace and rest. Thank you for the food that nourished my body today. Thank you for the purpose you give my hands, whether in work or at home. Thank you for the quiet moments, the ones in between the noise, where I could just sit and be still with you. Thank you for my family, for the messy, beautiful, complicated love that binds us together. Thank you for my friends, who know my heart and lift my spirit. Thank you even for the difficult people, who challenge me and help me grow in compassion and understanding. As I look up at this sky, Lord, I see the first stars beginning to appear. Just like you promised Abraham, they are countless. A breathtaking reminder of your infinite creativity and your unending promises. You've been so faithful. Even in the days when I couldn't see it, you were working. You were working in the silence, in the waiting, in the moments that felt like detours. You were weaving everything together for good, turning my anxieties into anchors of faith. Thank you for being a God who never wastes a hurt, who never misses a detail, who treasures every tear in a bottle. Your love is so personal, so intricate. It's a masterpiece, just like this sunset. And I am just so grateful to be held within it tonight. The stars are starting to come out now. I always think of those stars as little reminders of your promises, every single one shining steady, even when clouds drift by. That's how your love feels, steady and constant. When my thoughts start racing at night, when the world feels uncertain, you whisper peace. You tell me to lay it all down and rest, and I know you mean it. Jesus, there are so many things I don't have figured out, but I don't have to, because you already do. So tonight, I'm giving you my worries. Every fear, every question, every doubt, I'm handing them over. I don't want to carry them into tomorrow. I just want to walk with you tonight, and rest in your arms when it's time to sleep. Lord, help me to remember the small blessings, the laughter, the meals, the quiet moments of kindness. Even the things that didn't go right, you can still use those for good. Help me trust that. Remind me that peace doesn't come from having everything in order. It comes from walking beside you. Because even if everything else changes, you don't. You never do. I love nights like this. The world slows down, and I can finally feel you close enough to hear the rhythm of your heart in mine. Sometimes I wonder what you'd say if you were walking here with me in the flesh. Maybe you'd tell me, "Child, I was with you all along," and I think I'd just smile and say, "I know." Lord, tonight I'm praying for peace, not just for me, but for everyone who needs it. For the tired mom who's been on her feet all day, for the man wondering how to fix what's broken, for the child who feels unseen. Wrap them all in your love tonight. Let them know they're not alone. Sometimes, Jesus, I don't even have words. But I know you understand my silence. You hear the prayers I can't say out loud. Thank you for that. Thank you for loving me even in my quiet. Help me rest tonight, knowing you've got tomorrow handled already. And when I wake up in the morning, let me start fresh, with gratitude in my heart and your peace still lingering from this walk. As we reach the end of this path, the night has fully settled in. The stars are bright, the air is cool, and my heart feels lighter. Thank you, Jesus, for this time, for listening, for guiding, for reminding me that I am never walking alone. Even in the stillness, you are here, and that's enough. Amen.